So welcome back to the Headspace podcast. It's HSR
and it's your boy Chris Chrome.
So unfortunately, as you can see, it's like David almost quit the show here. It's episode 27, and
told you she went AWOL, dude.
I know. I told you she said there was fucking reasons why she wasn't coming. She needed blah blah blah. I don't really understand what happened. Anyway, Chris. So we made a couple of decisions in the middle of this. We decided we're no longer going to be talking. Ah! What is this? Oh my gosh.
Yo, guys.
Damon.
What's up?
Where did you come from?
I don't know. Somebody said you guys were talking bullshit about me, so
Oh,
my
shit.
ears were tickling.
Bullshit.
Came back from
shit.
the madness, guys. What's up? It's Dr. Damon, back from the asylum and back into the
Honestly,
headspace, guys.
You were missed. It just wasn't the same. And then it's been like
So
almost a month since we recorded because
Wait.
I wasn't there the
Fuck.
week before.
When you say asylum, you mean rehab or?
No, I mean the fucking asylum at my fucking video game
Yeah,
channel.
that
Guys,
one.
check
Right.
it out.
Sure,
Links
Twitch
down below.
World. Absolutely. So, welcome back. We decided that this new stuff, you guys didn't care about it, so we're going to stop talking about it on the show and figure out a new place to talk about that.
Man,
Instead-
I was there. I just want to say I'm a little upset that I kind of walked in here because I spent the whole fucking day
I fucking
studying.
told you.
Like, okay.
So you know what? We'll find some time and we'll talk about it and we'll record a
We
whole
could do
separate thing.
Oh, we could do
Okay.
a whole news portion, like just a news portion.
Alright, I'm done.
At another time.
Chris
but-
Chrome, Anchorman, ready to talk.
So what that means is moving forward, Headspace is just going to be the album review and hit show more, and you'll be able to check out the various song-by-song breakdown that interests you the most.
But first, guys,
time.
we need the fizziness of the
I didn't go
possible,
for no fizziness today.
sponsoring.
No, I didn't go for no. Oh,
Watch your face. You know you get it in
Jesus.
the eyes every time. It's delicious.
Super good, super good. I'm really happy.
Soda Stream,
Old-fashioned lemonade.
please sponsor us.
So good. Okay, Chris, tell us what album we are reviewing today.
oh shit. Everything's different now. Anyway, so for this week on Headspace, we decided to go with Machine Gun Kelly's, aka MGK's, new album, Bloom.
All right, so what we've learned is when the
You-
album
wait,
title
wait,
is
hold on.
one word.
You've missed. Yeah, you've missed.
He messed up at least one of them. Don't worry.
No, I didn't.
At
No, I
least one,
didn't.
at least
You know
one.
what? You know what? I say we look back after this episode, and if we find it on any of the 2 episodes that she missed,
Chris will give you all $25.
whoa,
No,
whoa.
I actually watched them there.
Nah, he's gotten better. He's
He's
been on
gotten
his game.
better.
I don't gotta spend money. What up?
Okay. But
Oh, how about we initiate? Sorry, we can give it an incentive. Like every time you fuck up a title, you put 25 cents in the title jar.
and then when
Okay.
it's all said and done, you can buy yourself a nice present.
But okay, wait. That's like encouraging me to mess up. If you're trying to help me save.
No, I'm not trying to help you save. We're trying to avoid you putting money in the jar by you getting it right. But if you do want to get it wrong, you can put money in the jar. That's what
All
we're
right,
saying.
all right.
Good idea.
Anyway, okay. Let's get back on track. I got it right this time.
Yes.
Machine Gun Kelly's new album, Bloom, and
Honestly, I didn't even know this shit was coming out until like it just seemed to appear on my radar, and it was very exciting.
nice.
It was like, hold on. I'd like to like take you into my brain and my comic book area where like I see Holden just like doing on his everyday thing. He wears this red robe. Yes, he does have a red robe.
Right?
And then
I can
just like
see that.
reads his like journal with like his vaporizer and just like my titty sense are tingling.
Holy
Yes.
shit.
Something's happening.
It was
I
kinda
must
like
search the
that.
web.
I was really looking for more news on Linkin Park's upcoming album, but that came out, and then turns out they're actually going on tour together and will
How'd
be
that
in
happen?
Montreal. I don't know, but MGK is opening for Linkin Park August 10th, Montreal, and it's very
Nice.
expensive, and my heart broke when I saw the price.
You know what I learned? Tool is coming to Montreal as well. Like next month, like as of the 16th, I believe. Tool.
That's exciting. Chris, do you know
guess
what
what?
Tool is?
I know what Tool is, but I'm always in Montreal, so.
That's cool. You can
Yo, that's
always
right.
you
can
can always
hit
fly
any of
down
us.
and hang out with Chris
Or with Damon.
or with HSR. Okay, when did you encounter MGK?
Oh shit! Actually, when he started coming out, and
Coming out as in the.
no, like just I.
Not being gay.
Okay.
No, it's hard because
Like
it
when
just
he
kind of
started.
happened. No, it just kind of happened.
Okay.
Like to be real, it really just kind of happened. He popped in on a couple of tracks. I also really like the fast flow. As I'm assuming you guys know, I like Tech Nine. I've said it a couple times. And just
And they have worked together.
right, they have worked together. So I kind of just blended into Machine Gun Kelly, and I've always liked what he did. I've always liked what he did, and I've always been into his music, and I actually think he's a pretty cool dude, and actually he's got some really real shit to say at times.
And you, David? When did you find out about MGK?
Like in
Come on, pull a
February.
Bonnie. Fuck.
No, in February when I learned about that song that with the girl and the
Bad
tits.
Things.
Yes, Bad Things. With her voice. And
With the girl and the tits. Accurate description.
I mean, you know, the guy with the hair and the eyes.
Right.
you know?
Just the
Makes
girl
sense.
with the dress, you
Yes.
know.
Okay.
You know, tits. Anyways, so yeah, that's when I heard about him, and I was like, I meant to actually look more into him from the time that I saw that video, because I wanted to hear the song again and like try to see if I could hit her, which I totally can, but sorry.
She can, though.
But yeah, I never look at
Yeah.
the song ever until we decided to review it, and I was actually surprised, like at the start of it, because it wasn't at all what I was expecting. However,
I can say that this album wasn't what I was expecting either. That's definitely true. And
Nope.
I've liked
Nope.
MGK like as a huge.
If you follow me on Twitter, you'll see
say-
I made a little comment.
MGK's been like a top 15 guy for me for the last long while. Like,
Yeah.
hugely inspirational. I know a lot of his music really, really well. When I first encountered him was when that first track, the song
Yeah,
Wild Boy
that's the
came out.
one.
When that song came out with Waka, I was such a hater. I was like, fuck this guy for real.
You know what?
But
I
why-
only
why?
hated it.
Because it's bullshit trap music sounding shit. And I was very prejudiced at first. Now I know the whole thing by heart. Like, for real, I could spit that track line for line. I love it now. I really hated it the first time. But then
It's
I really...
a good
I got
track.
his, like, first album, Lace Up. And honestly, song for song, that shit is brilliant. It is a really good album. And I honestly would love to review it on Classic Quest or something for how good it is.
Damn straight. Let's
Then,
go.
a couple years later, he covered. This is when I really got into him. Is when he did "Rise Against, Swing Life Away," and he made his own version of it. And
was it good?
Yes,
what?
yes. We can check that out after if you want. But it is so fucking good.
Never heard
And
it.
it was off of Black Flag, and Black Flag is my favorite MGK piece right now. And that is like a mixtape / album. It wasn't a real album, so it's not on Spotify. But check that shit out. It was amazing. It's the one with Mind of a Stoner with Wiz Khalifa,
Oh, okay, I know that
Peso,
song.
and Meek Mills and shit. So he really like legitimizes himself as a real rapper at that point. And all this while, he's got this movement that he's been building up, this lace up movement. It's really dope. Then he drops General Admission, which is fucking a sick album. That's the one with Alpha Omega and the song about Cleveland Till I Die. And he's really all about Cleveland. He's like the biggest thing from Cleveland that I know of since Bone Thugs.
Yep.
They even let him fuck with their shit. It was really cool. So I've been like really hyped up. Then over the last year and a half, MGK started releasing really weird rock covers and weak ass soft pop music. And I stopped being quite as excited. Like when I saw new songs came out, I stopped checking them because he'd be like in a karaoke bar or something. And it was just like for a couple of weeks constant. And I was like, this isn't that great, right? And kind of I'm expecting at least some proper fast, harsh, punkish
some like
rap.
raw shit.
Like he's always had that punk influence, played
Yeah.
Warped Tour and shit. He's dope. And then Bloom came out. And okay, just look at that like cover. Because Damon likes the cover first.
Hold on. You can't really hate on the cover. Artistically, MGK is kind of known for that type of symbolism and shit.
What? Not at all. Lace Up was like Lace Up. Then the next one was like the name of the album. Then the next one was like the name of the album. This is the first weird abstract one he's done.
You know what? I would expect somebody like Coldplay to put something,
Yeah.
Marilyn Manson to put something like
Well,
that.
if it was black.
Yeah, black, but he's put like the black and white picture of his
Right,
album
right,
there.
right.
Like I could see him doing
But
that.
like
I could
it's
see
like his
Avenged
hand
like
with like flowers and shit.
No,
I don't know.
I would
like
expect
it.
something
I like
very
it. I actually like
alternative
the album.
rock
The
to
album
it,
cover,
like,
at
but that was not what it was. It was
No,
like
and I don't hate it. I don't want to put it out there. It's just it kind of when I saw the cover, I was like, I don't even know what to expect from this album anymore.
I expected
That's,
like
I think
watching
that's the
it.
point.
No,
right, which
no.
is, and if you look at the name Bloom, it means he's clearly transitioning.
Right.
Yes, however, guys, like when I see this, I expect, like honestly, I see this cover and I expect classical music. I expect violin. I expect piano. I expect like I expect something more adequate. Like
I
a
can
little
see
bit
that.
like Panic at
I
the
can
Disco.
see that.
So that's
like-
kind of cool that a rapper got that impression out of you. Good on you, MGK. I thought it was.
But
it
that's
was,
the cover.
I feel like it's hipstery, right? I feel like it's pandering to hipsters.
There we go. There we
Yeah.
go.
That's how I feel about
There
it.
we
Like
go.
it's not bad. It's just cheesy. Cheesy's a good word for it.
Well.
All right. I think it's time to jump into this review.
All right, so let's.
Chris, are you the #1 gunner?
I will be at one point.
Introduces his album Bloom and also gives us his brand new moniker that he'd like to be called, which is, Chris, could you tell us what his moniker is?
The Gunner.
So that's the name of the song?
Is that what it was about?
Yeah.
I'm not.
And it's
kind
of like,
I just thought he
my
wanted
swagger's
to. Like,
so cocky, I don't get carded anymore. I can do all the regular ass
I'm like a
rapper
badass.
shit.
MGK, you're my age. Like we're both 27, right?
That's it,
okay.
right?
We haven't been carded.
No, but
in,
what
like,
he's saying is
dude,
like, they don't frisk him anymore because he's so famous that he can get through security without getting checked and shit. And it's like, okay. So what I felt from this song, especially after the video, can we just talk about the video
The
for a
video,
second?
okay, look, I like MGK. I like the song. The song is bumping. The song is fucking hard. The bars are on point. The chorus is garbage. But the video, why?
It was like MGK comes out of a volcano like some Mayan fucking reincarnate thing, and there's all these chicks in leather,
Like demonic fucking
guns.
like
And then
lightning coming down to
MGK
his
is the
face.
gunner, and he leads them to victory and shit together, and then they're all walking, and then it just cuts into MGK with cool lighting, and then it's back, and then in the chorus
you know,
they're like,
you know what he looked like to me?
and it's just so cheesy. It looked like he tried to be hard so hard.
But then
and
wait, my
failed.
question is, what's up with the red leather suit? Like the whole red leather, like.
You know what you know what he looked like to me? Okay, with the regular black thing, he looked like fucking Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I see it.
And with the red shit, he looked like one of those like Super Saiyan like from fucking Dragon Ball Z. He was just like Piccolo with his fucking pink thing. Like it was just
Fair
just like.
So I like the beat though. The beat was a really big selling point.
Yeah,
for
the
me.
beat is really fucking good.
Honestly, on a creative point, it's on the right tone for me to be creative.
Right.
Like I'm gonna want to sing to that. I'm gonna want to draw to that. I'm gonna want to be
I don't
painting.
hate.
like,
I don't hate his flow, but I hate that he went slow as much as he did.
Nope.
Especially.
Nope. No.
Hold on a
Oh,
second.
we've got a
Hold
debate.
on a
Hold on.
second.
Let
Hold on, hold
me.
Round
hold
one.
on. Hold on. Holden, your point.
So all I'm trying to say is because in the second verse he starts off with the, all right, now let's get into it, right? Now he's MGK. To me that means he's ready to break shit down, and he's like, I do drugs, for like 5 lines, and I'm like, you should have chopped, bro.
All
you
right.
did absolutely nothing there.
Okay, Chris.
Okay, regarding what he said, I'll agree. Regarding what he said, I'll agree. But regarding the way he did it, no, it was fucking cool. It was the way he did it, the way he jumped from bar to bar, the way he jumped into these different flows at different times. I fucking thought it was really cool. I was like, yes, that's what I want to
felt like
hear.
verse
That's
2
how I want it to do.
Verse 2 is like a complete cut, copy, paste of verse 1.
What he says. But like,
No,
I
his
like how
flow. His flow is so similar. Like that,
it's just, it seems different to me.
it was not different enough to justify his, all right, let's break it. Look, it felt like he was setting me up for high expectations, and I left a little disappointed.
I sort of get what you're saying, and I sort of agree. However, I did like the track. Though.
I gave
it
it
was
a 4.
It was a cool. Yeah, me too. I gave it a 4 as well. It was a cool like undertone. It makes you want to like bounce. It makes you. Oh my god, you have a face. Is it your own face?
Although, I just want to state one more time, I do not like the gunner thing.
Oh, the chorus sucked.
Like, no, not even the chorus. Not even the chorus. Just the gunner thing. Like the title,
gunner.
the name. I'm just, why?
The chorus, just him
Why?
repeating it like 4 times over with gunshot sounds. It's
Like-
not that cool.
It's, why?
I preferred Rihanna's
Why?
like.
You know what I preferred? When MGK was saying "Lace Up" on every song talking about Cleveland. Where was Cleveland at? I'm not trying to hate per se, but I didn't feel the same.
Who's
It felt,
Cleveland?
that's where he's from. His city.
Oh.
And you know what I feel like right here? It's okay. Like he's shut off the old past and he's ready for something new. Okay, fine. I forgive you, MGK. We're okay. So this is Alpha Omega Light 4 on 5.
4 on
What's
5.
Alpha Omega Light?
It's a classic jam from his last album that you should check out after this.
Okay.
All
I
right.
gave it a 4 on 5 as well.
And I think the next song,
No, Damon, what'd you give it?
4.
I gave it a 4.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, yeah,
Yo,
the
and I'm
next-
the one that wakes and bakes.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Brush your teeth and light the J up. Word. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
So
This song
this
appears.
song's fucking cute. I love it. I thought it was a great one. I guess Damon was remarking before, the blues feel is really fucking cool, and
That was nice. That was nice.
it really shows his like influence is vast because he doesn't really stick with one particular sound. But what he did with this song was so animated. I had visualizations like Damon talks about. So you just picture him.
He's eating the chicken.
You like picture him in the morning and he brushes his teeth and he lights his thing up and just picture him groggy and shit. And then you also just picture him in the frying pan in the middle and he's flipping.
I mean,
shit
it's
around.
very like normal.
And then my favorite part of the first verse is he was so focused on making this delicious ghetto ass breakfast, right? Chicken and ham.
That he's late
Yo,
to
it
work.
made
and he's
me
late for work.
hungry. So
And then
hungry. And,
verse
so
two-
stressed too. I didn't want to be late for work. Damn,
No,
what
but
the hell?
I understand the pressure of being late for work and wanting to eat breakfast. It's
Oh
hard.
man.
But then verse 2 comes around and it gets confusing. Now he's so high and he just wants to smoke all the weed and he quits his job because he's the boss. But in this like story, he's kind of broke also because he's smoking all the weed. And he's kind of got nothing. So it's like, why would you quit your job? But it's real pothead logic. And he quits his job and goes back to waking up and baking. And that's the song. It's so interestingly honest.
It sounds like the prelude to genre. I was gonna go to work, but then I got
Yeah,
high.
a little bit. But like it's so honest and it's so well delivered. Like he shows a versatility. I give it a 4. I didn't think it was an amazing, perfect song, but it was cool and showed some innovation.
I enjoyed it too, man. It was fun. It was like a pop song. It was like, honestly, like I sat down and I was like, yeah, I just took a moment to fucking flow with the vibe and just fucking listen to it. And it's like, you know, guys, since I started, at first I didn't understand what the hell the fucking blah, blah, blah was coming out, but now it's like I can understand when the stops are, and it takes me not long to understand certain genre and the style, and I'm starting to enjoy it, and I'm starting to understand like how a flow pitches and how it should be and how many bars it should hold, and it's actually pretty cool.
And
Like,
he is pretty good at this.
yeah, he is, but it's like so free. It's just gratuit, as we
It's
said.
like-
it's just
and,
like
and if you
ah,
consider that
it's
it's
given.
about like him waking and baking, it makes sense, right? It fits so well theatrically.
Theatrically, yeah, it's really cool.
But you know
But
what?
I just-
You know what? I preferred the Locke's Chatterbox interpretation
Yes.
to like
Yes.
waking and baking. Like
Yes.
his was like, even though you think he's more of a mumbler than this guy, like I think it's the opposite. Like I preferred.
No,
Chatterbox.
doesn't mumble. I listened to him on the lock here.
I
Anyway,
enjoy
fair
it.
enough.
What did you give the song?
I gave it a 4. Actually, I enjoyed it.
Okay, so I'm the only one here who gave it a 3.
Why?
It wasn't a bad song. I liked what he. I guess I liked what he did, what he tried to do. I don't know. I was kind of just like, but I gave it a 3 on 5. Like it's not bad. I just didn't.
A chromite. He
Ah,
couldn't.
oh, no.
He couldn't. What was it? Relate to the song.
While he was walking through the woods with caterpillars. and
That's why I
butterflies.
wasn't in the woods. You're right. You're right. I wasn't walking, and
Makes
And,
me think of
he
the-
stepped in dog poop at this point, so it lost a whole point because of the
Oh
dog
my
poop.
God! Right, because the moment and the.
listen,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to go for broke, okay?
Okay.
Just to cope with the pressures of growing up, man. What a week. We made it to the bar cause we need to heal up. You gotta play for keeps.
So, Damon, what did you think of Go for Broke?
I liked it. It was all flowy and fun. Lyrically, like he said, it was like lacking, but it's flowy. I want to dance
You know
to
what?
it. I
It's
want
not
to be.
actually
I want to be
lyrically-
groovy.
I don't think it's that the lyrics are lacking. I actually think it's
They're
okay.
just a little soft.
It's that it's a pop song, and it
That's what
reminded
it
me
is.
of B.O.B.'s Airplanes and like him remembering the old days and how he went from being broke to having all this shit. But it almost feels like a direct contradiction to the previous songs, not give a fuck attitude.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you go from waking and baking and apathy to I'm gonna try so hard and I'm gonna go for broke and whatever right on the next song? And it's like, this was written to be a single a bit. It's produced in a way that sounds
I
like it's
don't
meant
think the
for like
album
the
itself
single.
actually is like properly placed. I felt a little off during the album.
I feel like it's like he wrote a lot of songs and this was like the best 13. And as we go through the album, it's so random.
Wouldn't this qualify as a mixtape in a sense because they're like just different styles? those? Like, is that
Mixtape,
what's a mixtape?
So
Explain it
mixtape
to me.
is like a way of using illegal music back in the day where you would string it together as one long song that in theory isn't ever cut. So it would just be like you would hit 60 minutes and you would rap a bunch of unique songs, but it flows together. Then it turned into just albums full of non-licensed music, so like kind of like B-sides where shit you can't make money on. But this is a full studio album. It's fully produced. It's all owned. Everything's unique. It's completely supposed to be like the next big piece in his catalog. And this song feels like it's so pop. It's not bad.
Not the song. I meant the album.
Look, I gave this a 3 on 5. A 3 on 5. I thought it was kind of boring. I was like, this is the thing. There's a million fucking songs that sound like this, right?
Now that you said Wish right now, like the
Airplane
airplanes,
song.
that's all I'm hearing.
And even
now.
the way he's rapping his flow and shit. It's that I want to be played on the radio pop song about achieving. That comes from a rapper.
Well, that's why I liked it, though. I liked how he portrayed the capable of achieving and being able to push it.
He's supposed to be pushing the envelope in his punk.
Right.
And
It's, again, it's a nice little
He's
different.
blooming?
It's a nice
His
little
album
difference.
Bloom,
Why
I
does
gave
it
this
make
song
me
a
think of
4.
Sia?
It's because Sia could have had Corey in this shit for all we know. It felt like that kind of fluff. I don't know. It's not bad. It's just disappointing to come from him, is how I felt really at this point.
I liked it, bro. I gave it a 4.
And you, Chris?
Gave it a 4.
Yeah, I didn't feel that good about it. But we can say that maybe my rating and shit wasn't at my best.
Get the cap on, but
Oh, blender effect. Oh, I get it. Oh, I get it. It's a fucking blender effect.
like
God.
what, dude? Okay, so I hear the last song. I'm like 4 on 5. It's a good song. I'm peppy. I'm great. Yeah, I could do this. It's the same fucking track. It's
Yeah.
entirely the same thing except with a
Yeah.
chick.
Yeah, kind of.
You know what I felt like? I felt like
he
he was
a little
like.
bit more about overcoming than about achieving.
You know what I felt like? I felt like he walked in. James Arthur was there. Hailee Steinfeld was there, and he's like, you know what? You go sing one chorus. You go sing the other. Behind both your backs, I'm just gonna write 2 songs, put them next to each other, and nobody will know, and you both be happy because I don't want to deal with this shit.
Only this one actually was a single and had a music video.
Do we have favorites?
I genuinely feel very similarly about this. It also got a 3 for me because, it felt like fluffy pop. It felt like safe radio music. It felt like... I don't know which of the 2 songs I like better.
I like this one better.
I feel like they're both equally 3s. They're not really great. They're just kind of like singing. I guess the girl's nice, but his verses are mixed so radio friendly. Like, it's so pop.
This is the better pop song, though.
Anyway.
Like, I don't know James Arthur, and I'm not trying to be a dick. Just for radio, I feel like this is
James
better
Arthur
suited.
is cool. That guy was a great part of the song, honestly, and so is Hailee. It's really Mr. Kells I have the beef with here. He was the
Who's Mr.
disappointment.
Kells?
Oh, no.
MGK,
Refer to him as
Machine Gun
Gunner.
Kelly.
Refer to him as the Gunner.
The Gunner
Okay.
was so...
He made it clear on track 1.
So let's say in the Gunner, that song, he's coming in like the Gunner, and by now he's like...
Playing with Nerf guns.
He may as well have been an
Guns.
Incubus or some shit like that. Like, I don't fucking know. It was not the nicest thing I've heard, in my opinion. Boring. What about you, Damon?
I don't know. Yeah, I do feel the blender effect a little bit, but it was too slow and floggy for me. It was, yeah, I agree with your fluffiness as well. It was just, I gave it a 3 as well.
All right.
I had to give Hailee Steinfeld some credit. I actually do like her. I like some of the music she makes. And she saved the chorus because Kells, MGK, Machine Gun, Gunner, whatever the fuck you want to go by. Why?
Why?
That's
Why
all.
you do this?
Why?
Anyway.
What'd
But
you give
4
it?
on 5.
A 4 on 5?
Yep.
Still?
Yeah, no, I have to give her a credit. Like I have.
I don't agree.
I
think
went on
it
both,
got
and I
a
was like,
3 because she was there, and it
no,
was really that
I
fluff.
gave it a 4 because she saved it for me.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
somebody go kiss the sky. Let's go.
It's specific. Don't need shooting stars or grandma wishes. I'm a superstar, let's go and get it.
Got real mixed feelings on this song. I know that you feel like it's very blendery, but I don't.
It's not. Well, hold on. It's not blendery. Hold on, wait, no. He took the cap off the blender. he just put a little bit into the mix, and now he's just letting it sit there and soak in because it's different a little bit.
It's not. It's really different.
No, it's different a little bit.
This one I liked it.
Yeah,
It was just,
I
like,
don't.
nice,
I'm not gonna say I liked it that much. I kind of found it a little boring still, but it's
boring as hell.
But the subject matter is more interesting. This song explores how, like, nothing satisfies him, right?
Really?
Yeah, like actually, yeah.
I can't
Really?
get no
Yeah, because, like, he's gotten all this stuff. He comes from all this place. Like, he literally says shit like, I just paid $100 for a high I can't get in my life and shit like that in this song. He goes out there and chases all this shit, and he's a superstar, and the potential's there. He doesn't even know what he wants anymore. Like, it's so lost. That's what I felt from this. Like, he's lost. He's finally achieved all this shit, and he has no idea what to do with it. And I'm not even hating on him for that. That's a very relatable and interesting idea to explore. It's just that his flow felt like like the whole way through. It felt kind of weak a little bit.
Kiss from the Rose.
Maybe. I don't
Like
know.
the flow.
Right.
I felt like he sampled a lot of things on this album.
But, like, he's ultimately at, like, I just gave it a 3 because the beat wasn't so bumping. The best part of this song was really what he was rapping about more than anything else. It's just
I don't
boring.
know. I like a low flow sometimes. That's just fun to like just
Right,
rocking like
right.
sort of like rocking waves.
Not
I
3 in a
like-
row, but right.
It's the mixing
It
that kills
wasn't.
me.
It wasn't aggressive to me. Like fucking like Costa Nostra. Like the.
That was very aggressive. Yes.
It was very aggressive. I couldn't listen to the song, but this I could like blank out the lyrics and just like flow with it and just
And I
rock with the
suppose
track.
MGK is not supposed to be that to me, and maybe that's what he wants.
Maybe
which is
I don't
fine,
have
but
a close perceptive of him. Like I
But,
don't know what he is
like I
before.
said,
Like
a lot of my
sorry.
like problems with this album is that MGK disappointed me. Not so much that it's the worst music. So
Is it because you knew about him before?
yeah, because I've been following him for ages, memorizing his
that's
work
why.
and stuff. But the thing is this is just almost like the laziest shit he's written to me. Is how I feel
Really?
about it.
That bad?
If it sounds like he got professional, I'm not saying he did, but it sounds like he got professional songwriters and producers to tell him how to write an album right. And this is like his
I feel like
first.
he's following like more of a marketing technique
That's
that
my
he's
point.
being
I feel
like
approached
he's
for.
depressed.
Like it's
And
like
that's it. Like he's lost and confused, whereas his previous works have a serious movement to them, a serious identity and power.
he's probably being told that he can't like be like that to be a
But that's
like,
not
to
the
be...
rebel side of him.
Well,
though.
that's basically like
He's the rebel.
it's a little bit of a bait and switch. Like I've been following this guy because he's inspirational, and
But
this
there's
album.
a lot of people that are forced to do that as
I'm not
they
even
grow.
disagreeing with you. And if it is labels and it is Puff Daddy because you signed a bad boy and shit, that's shitty. That doesn't make me less disappointed by what I've heard thus far. And I don't know. What did you guys think of
3.
it? again?
I gave it a 4. I enjoyed it. Like it was okay for me. I really really enjoyed it. Like I could rock with the flow and everything was cool. Like I was explaining, I did give my rating.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And did you?
Yeah, I did. I did.
So anyway, Chris, what did you give it?
3.
All right. Well, I can tell you that with Golden God, this shit does not really get any better.
I was working at Chipotle. I was finna have a baby. Went from stealing out of Walmart to president of operations. Dope was working at the steel shop. Slim was working on.
This song. What are you doing, Damon?
Do we have to talk about this song?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. If we have to stay here, you have
Look.
to stay too.
Look, for real, this song was shit. This
No.
song was like MGK trying to be a cool 21-year-old.
No.
21?
Bad.
No, I felt like he was like, I am 21 and awesome. But you're not, dude. This isn't Lace Up anymore.
Wait, he said he was 21 and awesome?
No, that's
No,
what he
he's
feels
trying
like
to
he's
act
trying
like
to
he's
be.
still 21
But
when
he's
he's actually 27.
Like, nothing about this shit sounded cool. You sound like a pathetic god. You don't sound that cool on this shit.
God?
Yeah, the song's called Golden God. And the chorus is, I'm a golden god. I'm
Like
a
a
golden...
petty one.
Yeah, kind of. There's not a lot of goodness to this song. The beat is weak. It's like a weaker version of The Gunner, like Chris was saying.
It's basically song 1, just, like he says, I've been taking acid and I forgot. So, like...
No, I mean, he says more than just that, but he doesn't say a lot. It's more of him being debaucherous, getting high, and like, look, it's not as cool when you say it as you get older. The older you get, the less cool it gets. Is all I'm
Remember the
trying to
game
say.
Midnight Club?
No.
It's like a racing game.
Sure.
I feel like, because that was like back in the day, I feel like this song deserves to be in that game.
Ah, it's funny. Look, I gave this a 2. I don't give a lot of shit below 3 because I try to be as fair as possible. This is a fucking 2 because it's just shit. This was a disappointingly bad song. Oh, you pervert. So, Damon, what did you give it? Both of you also a 2. Anything more to say on this?
No, just change. Go. Next.
Good to
Alright.
Tree Paris.
Alright,
What?
alright, let's
Trap Paris.
Trap
What?
Paris.
No.
World, I'm back now. Hey, Mr. Miyagi with wax and a sock. Hey, and I'm running the streets of the city like Rocky. Who the
No, that's what I hear when he comes in.
No,
Like,
but-
Quavo.
ah.
Yo,
That's,
Quavo.
that's one of the beautiful first lyrics of the song. Quavo says his name.
Why
have
do
a serious-
people do
Hold
that?
on,
It's to acknowledge that they're there.
It's because people do that. In fact, one of these songs he actually goes, I haven't said my name yet, and proceeds to call himself the gun. Anyway, fuck it. I never understood that shit, but I have to comment on this song for real. This song is called Trap Paris. And frankly, nothing in this song has to do with Paris. The only part of the song that has to do with Paris is that they say, I woke up in Paris. And every
Did
other
you?
lyric in the song could be in any other place in the world. And
Right.
so the
But that's
name...
what. Wait, hold on. That's exactly why they woke up in a trap house in Paris.
No, they woke up in a hotel room in Paris.
That
Did
they
you-
turned into a trap house. Trap
No.
Paris.
Trap Paris is them trap starring in Paris, dude. They don't wake up. They're like, they caught me fucking they caught me fucking on video in the hotel rooms in this song. But he's not embarrassed. It's like, look, nothing about this song was about Paris, or nothing about the song was about trapping. It was about drinking, partying, and fucking bitches in Paris. But not really in Paris, because it could have been anywhere. It's so fucking terrible. I gave this another 2. And this had Dolla $9 or whatever. Normally he's dope.
$$.
Yeah, and Quavo was okay for whatever Quavo does, and I've heard better verses on him recently, and this was disappointing for what I've come to expect of this guy. So, there's nothing here, man. This was disappointing. Again, disappointing. The beat's okay. The beat is why it got a 2 and not a 1. And you, Chris? You, Damon?
I didn't think you guys were.
No, I know, but what do you feel? I'm done.
I
my
would
rounds.
listen to it again.
You would?
No,
What did you give it?
like a 3, but I wouldn't just not 3.
And you, Chris?
I
How
gave
did-
it a 4 on 5.
And why defend it?
Finally, there's another rapper on here, and there's $$99. But fuck, whatever you say his name.
Quavo barely counts as a rapper. Quavo barely counts as a rapper.
I like Quavo. I
He's
like
a
Migos.
professional-
So I might be a
No.
little biased.
No, he's a professional onomatopoeist.
Yes.
Pissed.
Yeah, I get it. I'm with her.
Onomatopoeist.
I'm with
A
her.
thing that volumes out sounds and things that you would usually see in
I-
sound bubbles from
Yes.
a comic book.
I
It's
like
just like bang.
Quavo.
Hey,
I
hey.
really just
Yeah.
like the fact that he
Yeah.
decided to put on different artists, finally, that can rap. And I like the flows of everybody, but MGK kind of just, again, bored
It
the
kind of
living
sounds
shit
like
out of
he's
me.
sold out to make one of their songs
Right.
rather than have them come to him.
But it's
I
not
don't
a bad
respect this.
track. I
It is
really liked
pretty-
it, though.
But like when I consider shit like what The Weeknd and Dolla $ign and other guys have done, and I compare
Wiz
it,
Khalifa.
yeah, those guys make it sound cool. This made it sound bad.
Fair enough.
I don't know, man. I guess there was no moonwalking. Walker.
My nigga, what's the hold up, my nigga? Smoke until my eyes red as Coca-Cola, my nigga. Where I'm from, you get popped, that ain't soda, my nigga. Got a bag.
All right.
So, Chris, how do you feel about Moonwalkers?
I'd be really terrified if Moonwalkers came to Earth. Yes, Holden.
What?
Well, I think this song is an ode to moon rocks. The new type of weed that's like
Yep,
super weed
yep.
baked in other
Don't,
kind of
guys,
weed.
don't do it.
Why?
Don't do it.
It's
because
like
it's
super
it's,
duper like
So,
high
okay,
concentration.
I'm going to just say this. I looked into it, and I'm going to educate it. Basically, it's a nug of weed that's dipped in hash oil, that's dipped in keef, which is THC crystals, backed in hash oil, back in keef, and you can do it as many times as you
Okay,
want, and then
it's
that's
a
it.
powdery crystal that you
and
smoke.
it's a big rock,
Yeah.
and then literally when you just take it in a bong rip,
But why is
or
it not recommended?
also-
because it's really, really fucking potent.
You
Yes,
can knock
it
your
is.
ass out off of like 2 mucks off a bar.
All right, I'm gonna say this. Snoop Dogg highly suggested that you don't take it.
I'm sorry,
Snoop
Snoop Dogg.
Dogg.
I've already tried it.
You've tried moon rocks?
Yeah, of course. I enjoyed it. It was a fun thing, but I knew it was potent, and I
I
understood
don't
the
know.
potency.
I digress.
But just like you. Don't be a fucking stupid idiot. Just
I don't know.
pace yourself and see how it does.
I just think it's fascinating that they keep inventing super weeds.
But they will, because people are looking for that buzz, and it's going to get legaler and legaler, and unfortunately the weed market is going to get a popular thing where people will be able to suddenly grow it in their garden as long as they have less than a plant and a half, as they were saying.
Everyone's
However,
gonna be moonwalkers.
Anyways, we are digressing. I'm sorry, guys.
I just, I don't know, this song, the best part of it was the chorus with DubXX being like... sounding so cool.
But you know what? I loved the fact that for once, the N-word is not used in such an aggravating or in a degrading way. It's not meant. It's just fun. It's like me and my friends, me and my this, me and my this.
Just to be clear, there's a lot of hip hop where it's not so aggressive.
There is a lot, and I've seen, and I remember commenting in the past about this, and I love it. And I love it, guys. Keep bringing it back. Like I love it.
This song really was the moment I realized he has no idea what he's talking about on this album. He's just kind of making songs at this point, is what I felt.
You know what? That's what I feel I would do as for the first or second albums I would do.
He's on like
honestly.
his third or fourth album now, right? He's like past that point.
He's toured. He's been on stage. Like,
he's at this point.
Is there really a rule that an artist like has to?
No,
keep
but there's a level of like expectation you kind of have to meet.
If you're dropping 8 on 10 albums, and then you miss, you get called on it. That's kind of what happens to everyone, right? Nobody has really a flawless, perfect career, and I expect that MGK is transitioning into a full-grown adult, and things are changing in his life, and that is reflected greatly on this album. That he's drugged out, confused, and isn't really having proper relationships and stuff, and he's high a lot. But it kind of sounds like he needs some help, but doesn't really know how to get the help he needs more than anything else. But I was kind of, I guess I'm allowed to hope for more effort put into cool songwriting like he's done in the past.
Yep. I was very neutral to this song. I felt
3 on
a little
5.
bored. The chorus saved it, but yeah, 3 on 5.
And you?
I give it a 4.
You got to say it, because if you put it up and they're not
I
watching.
give it a 4.
Right.
I give it a 4 fingers.
Yeah, this might not be the most in-depth stuff, but like I'm really
I just enjoy
I'm disappointed by this album, so it's hard for me to like really jump into it and be like, yeah, MGK was sick on this. Nah.
You know what, guys? I was cleaning while I was doing this. Like, I actually did my chores today, and I'm gonna be able to click my things in Habitica. #Habitica, guys.
Yeah, Habitica is pretty cool. I knocked off this album review today.
Guess what? Guess what?
Yo.
I can't walk.
All right.
Ride, dog. I'm so high, dog. This is my life. One night, I'ma get it done. Can't stop till I see the sun.
Man, this song was way better. I like this one more. It was cooler. It was showing some experimentation with other genres of music. It felt industrial, right? It had a very nice feel to it, and it really made me feel bad for him. Like, really, if he's really that fucked up that he's up for 2 days hiding behind sunglasses so you can't see the truth in his pain, and he goes on about how fucked up he really is.
This was shit.
It wasn't shit, dude. You just have a very closed-minded view to music.
No, this was really
Okay, it's
bad.
okay. He
This
doesn't
was
like it. It's okay.
this was really bad.
How?
Like, cause it was fucked up. It was boring. There was nothing to it. I was like,
There was lots to it.
You know what it was? You know what it was? I can't stand talking to fucked up people like that, and I literally felt like I was talking to him, and I'm like, MGK, you're not this stupid.
Yeah, but he is.
I
that
try to
stupid.
believe that you're not
But
this
he is
stupid.
that stupid. I think that's the point.
Now
of the
I have
song.
to believe it. No, this
So
song.
he
This is
shattered your reality. So it's this song.
shit song.
This song has a lot of pain in it, man, and he really reflects that he's so fucked. You can just say shit song again. That doesn't make your review more valid if you're just like, oh, it has nothing to do with the song. I just don't like that he was strung out. If he was strung out writing a song about being strung out, that makes it a better song.
I don't know. It literally just sounds like the last track, just more retarded.
I don't agree, man. This was like a real cry for help. Like, you can't see the pain I'm feeling. And that wasn't present on a lot of the other ones. It was a more direct, like, I'm really fucked up, guys. I'm not doing so well.
No, it's like, I liked it.
And the beat
I liked
was
it
fucking
because of
great.
the beat. Like, it's
And that
just
beat
like
was one of the most interestingly produced beats. The industrial vibes, the
I loved it.
experimentation.
You know what? Like, I would ride my motorcycle on this and like go down cruising and just like
got
just
into
listen to it.
I
Just,
give
like,
this a 4.
Me too.
It was a well-constructed song.
I was
It's
expecting
just,
a 5 out of you for
Nah,
some
it's
reason.
not a 5. That's something I could listen to
It's not
every
even
day.
a 4. It's
But
not even
the-
a fucking 3.
Yeah, but it is though, because unlike songs like Trap Paris that were like a false representation of fucking nothing, this song's an expressive piece of pain. and I can always appreciate when an artist is strung out.
Listen,
and is, like,
It felt like
I had
modern
enough
art.
I had enough pieces of expressing his fucking pain the last 8 fucking tracks, okay?
yeah, but this one he did it better. He did it way better than the other songs.
Yes, he took a bunch of Molly, took a bunch of drugs, got really fucked
A
up.
bunch-
I agree, Chris. Chris was saying he was really strung
Okay,
out.
okay, he's on a lot of drugs. He's really fucked up. He's lost. It's the same repetitive shit that I've realized on the other fucking tracks.
Yeah, but this
Like,
one he expresses it.
I understand the creativity and the expression of the fucking thing, but it's like, for me, by now, I'm like, okay, this is the same fucking shit.
But,
Just
what if this shit
you
had
tried
come-
tweaking it.
What if it had come on and you
It
hadn't heard
didn't.
the rest of the album?
It didn't. It
you have
didn't.
to like take into perspective
No,
with this that
no.
like this song sounds nothing like the rest of the album.
Listen.
So it
If
sounds
I
nothing
were to
like
get into
anything
somebody's
else.
car and this was playing, I still wouldn't like it.
That's fair.
Like I just
But what
wouldn't
is
like
it? The beat you don't like?
It's everything. It's just different. Look, the beat was okay. That's why I got a 2. I gave it a 2 on 5. The beat's what I liked, but just the way he did it, the way it just sounds like I'm next to him and he's just super stupid. It's like this image that I get it. You've just gone from being like Mr.
that's-
Gunner, I'm top shit, to all
Now,
of this
on
depressing
that
stuff.
note,
And
I
then
can agree that it's shit for the album, but like as a song, it still pretty much accomplishes its goal. That's a 4 on 5, Chris.
shit.
All right, so he's got a 2. I've got a 4. He's got a 4. Let's wrap up the bad things, guys.
All right. This song just ripped off fucking Hardball's Out of My Head or whatever in a really direct way on the chorus.
So
Made it about
that.
sex, right? But a relationship that's fucked up, and it made me feel like it was Love the Way You Lie light. It was shitty or
Light.
version.
Everything he's done on this album is light. Diet.
Right.
Fucking
Like,
diet.
I'm expecting MGK to talk about like spanking her and choking her and shit, and I think the most hard
No,
thing
well, just remember, the Gunner wears a 2-piece suit like the Joker, and his Harley Quinn wears a choker.
Right.
Okay.
Right? I do
Like,
remember that. But so here I am, and it's like, oh, I breathe you, and you're like a drug. I'm so obsessed with you. I can't live without you. Come back to me.
What
All
happened to the
these
Joker?
Bad things, and really, it's like another fluffy pop single.
Okay, wait. Hold on. He tried to compare himself to the Joker.
This
Dude,
was
on the
this
Gunner,
song,
on the
Gunner.
first track.
Yeah, he
He
did.
I didn't
goes,
even notice that.
two-tone suit like the Joker. My Harley Quinn wears a choker.
Yeah. And
He
then
spends his time avoiding Harley Quinn, and Harley Quinn's just like following him around usually,
Anyway,
and just
people definitely
let-
don't understand the relationship.
Oh,
in
Well,
that
no,
role.
wait,
how
wait.
Dare he? How
The fact,
dare he?
no. He's basically doing it because
No,
in
but he did it with
Suicide-
Dragon Ball
Okay,
Z as
guys,
well. Like,
it's
this
a-
is not something that you can do, bro. You can't put in comic book references
Well,
and not know what the shit you're
That
talking
was on
about.
the other song.
I
This
know,
song
I'm
Bad
sorry.
Things.
Now am I clicking? My brain.
There's so many
So-
bad things.
But look, it's just that they're trying to imply like there's some crazy, fucked up, insane relationship, and they allude to all sorts of kinky shit,
No, you know what
and
it felt
nothing
like?
comes out.
It
It's
felt
just
like
fluff.
a 16-year-old relationship.
Yes.
Yeah, they're both crying and nothing happens.
But they're in your late 20s again, dude. It's like I'm disappointed because you're too old to be this
Pulling
stupid.
off shit like
It's
this.
kind of like Eminem pulled it off because he's fucking Eminem and he had Rihanna, and I get it. We all expect that from him, but you were never quite that dude. I don't fully understand your choice in writing Love the Way You Lie light. But
Diet, Holden.
light.
Diet.
It's all light.
Fucking diet.
Fuck the diet shit. It's the light version. I gave it a 3. It's a great pop song. If you want to be a pop rapper, go ahead. This is the direction to go. But you might lose me as a fan along the way because this is some not good shit.
It's sort of like it got into my head. I've been like it's been in my head for a while. Like I said at the beginning of the show. Like I said at the beginning of the podcast, I wanted to listen to it, so it was in the back of my head. So
Right.
I gave it a little bit higher because when I finally gave it attention, like I really liked it. I gave it a 4. I liked it.
It's fluff.
Gave it a 3.
It is, yeah.
Gave it a chromite.
You gotta
I have nothing to
come
say
on.
about it.
Nothing to
Nothing to say about it. We need fucking Rehab.
say. Yeah, maybe.
So happy, and we don't need rehab. We don't need rehab.
Okay, Chris, here's your speech. Chris is excited. He has a speech for us.
All right, so this is it, boys. This is the song that follows where the whole bad love, bad things relationship crumbles down and breaks, and everything's all fucked up, and it's really cool the way he did it because there's a lot of self-asking questions that he questions himself with, and a lot of questions that he wants to have answered from her as well.
I think this is like a song saying that they need to just work on their shit. It's not really easy. They don't need rehab. Life's gonna be all right. And you know,
I took it more as like they're okay with being crazy.
but like
They're okay with being fucked up.
well, I think that's like they're saying they're not as crazy as they think. They don't really need rehab to get through this. They're strong enough to survive. I liked it, man. This is the best song on the album so far. The actual music is dope. The singing-y, rappy, styley approach is fucking great. And if this had been what this album was, oh my god, I would have enjoyed listening to it so much more.
I don't much agree that I would enjoy a full album of this kind of sappy music, but I did enjoy the flow of it. It
let's
was
say the
concentrated
rock
and it was
influence.
equal. Completely agree with you, but yeah, no. I enjoyed it. I gave it a 4. What'd you give it?
I give it a 5 because frankly, this song is truly remarkable. Like, it's got an excellent composition. The first time, like actually when I was reviewing it, I went to go plus it on Spotify and realized I'd already done it. It's really like, it's to me like one of the best examples of honest songwriting on this album. Like he really tried on this one. What's
Took him this fucking long to try.
really solid, like I don't know if I have a lot more to add to it. It's really ballady as opposed to a proper rap song, and it's an interesting break. I think it's a perfect 5. I think this song I could listen to every day and not get bored, at least for a while.
I gave it a 4 on 5. It wasn't,
Okay,
wasn't
cool.
amazing, but it wasn't, bad.
It's okay, so we won't have to let you go, Chris.
No, you
That's
don't.
awesome.
Words, yeah, it's just her body against mine, makeup on my shirt, lipstick on my neck, whiskey on my breath, taking pictures in the moment so we don't forget.
This song is also fantastic. So Mr. Machine Gun Kelly actually played and recorded the guitars on this song himself, came up with it, wrote it, and it's a truly great ode to that pop punk rap crossover music that more or less brought him into this point where he's at now. It just shows his roots, his influences, and it's really well made for its genre of music, which is maybe not the most standard kind of rap, but it's amazingly for it is.
Myself, but okay.
I walk alone. Yeah, no, I just got it. No, actually, yeah, exactly. It reminded me of my like college years and my high school years, and just like the background, and just like I gave this
I give it a 5.
Yeah, me too.
It's a
I liked
solidly great pop punk rap song. Like I could have pictured like Good Charlotte writing this as their rap song, joke song on their album almost, and like it's really fucking amazing shit. Chris doesn't like it because he listens to like one kind of music, and if it doesn't fit into that box, he's like, oh, it's terrible. Oh my gosh, electric guitars on a rap song. I must
No,
run.
it wasn't that.
Remember when
I
the
just,
drums
I was
used to have
so,
feedback?
I just felt like, I was like, just kill me now. It's like, because it's
Why?
dragging on. Because the way I listened to the album, the Bad Things, Rehab, and Let You
But
Go.
you know, you got to start listening to albums as songs. You have to start looking at the song as a song and stop being like, the last 4 songs on the album were about this. This is a great song compared
brother.
to most songs on this album. So if your review mechanism is, I'm kind of bored
Nothing with my review mechanism. This song just bored the crap out of me.
based on...
Everything. I just didn't like the song.
Okay, he
I don't.
didn't like
No.
it.
Like, Chris has some very superficial opinions. He needs to explain on. Look, I didn't like it because it was boring. Why
I
was it
didn't
boring?
like the style of the song.
You didn't like the style of
I
the
never
song?
really liked Good Charlotte.
He
I
didn't
never
like Good
really
Charlotte?
like fucking all that punk music.
He
That
didn't
punk.
like fucking all
So
that
basically,
Whatever.
because it didn't fit into the rap box, you didn't like it, right?
No, I just didn't feel it. I was like, yo, because personally, like,
I think you're agreeing
there's
with
a
me, Chris.
there's a divert. Whatever.
Are you not saying it
Real
didn't
fun.
sound like a genre of music I was expecting,
Real
so I
fun.
didn't like it?
It was just another Blender effect, to be real.
How?
The last 2 songs.
Chris, I don't think you understand how the
Like,
Blender
I went
effect
through it, I'm like,
works.
okay, this is one,
Like, you
and this is another, and this is the end,
They
and I'm
were
like, all right,
very
I'm bored.
different songs, right? Like one was a very soft song, and this one was a little more of a completely different genre of music.
I still got a 3, though.
That's
I'm just here
fine, but to
wondering-
call it like a blender is like it's not a real criticism because
Buzz.
it doesn't apply.
Buzz.
Like frankly, this is the 6th genre of music on this album. Calling it the blender effect is just like saying you didn't take the time to look at each song and actually think about how they were supposed to be made.
I'm just
It's a little
thinking-
lazy is all I'm trying to say, dude.
Well,
It's
these
not.
guys-
Like, I'm just like it's just lazy to go and call it blender effect when it's two songs
I
that
don't
aren't
agree.
the same, man.
I don't agree with your blender effect thing because this one is completely different.
So it's
Totally
It
fine.
is different, but
That's
but
totally
that's
fine.
your it's your opinion. It's
your
fine. You
opinion
feel-
is valid, right? But to go and call it the blender effect misrepresents the term, and I'm not cool
Fine.
with that.
I just hate the fact that it was 3 songs in a row
It
that
was
were just about
2
similar, the
songs,
same thing.
And frankly, there weren't exactly about the same things. And what if the whole album had been about love songs? Then you would have just been bored.
I would have been bored. Like, no joke,
Or
dude.
what
The
if the
album
whole
bored the
song-
living crap out
So
of
if
me.
Migos wrote 12 songs about selling crack,
I'd
you'd-
still be bored.
I don't
I'd
agree
still
with
be
you.
I don't
bored.
agree with you.
I don't
You
agree
told
with
me
you
at
about
all.
love.
because
Well, that's because I've never...
according to you, Trap Paris is what a proper song's supposed to sound
I
like.
like Trap Paris.
And
not
it's
as a
about
proper
every
song.
other fucking rap
I like
song.
Trap Paris because there's 2 other artists on
Dude,
the fucking
your
track.
reviewing mechanisms don't say the same thing. It's a
I
strange
stated it.
thing.
I like Trap Paris because there's 2 other people on the track. I like the flows and everything.
So it sounded like a Migos-y type song, and you were down for it. That was more my point with
I
it.
like that. I didn't like this.
I'm trying to
Okay.
figure out like what
Destroy
would
my
happen if I
entire
would just
criticizing a fucking song mechanism.
I have. It's if you're gonna be reviewing stuff and you're gonna go use the wrong words and you're gonna be like
The
it's
song was
boring,
not that good to me.
What
The
happens?
song
Right.
was
Things
just
is
not
off.
good. It was a 3.
which
It
is
was a
okay.
3. The
Which is
song's a
okay.
3.
My problem is that you were really lazy with it, which I think is fair to say because the YouTube people can see that you're being lazy with it too. So since they're watching it, I'm just
What if
gonna,
I just have nothing to say?
then say that next time. Then being like, it's really shitty, the blender effect. Oh, it's shit. Kill me now on repeat.
All right, guys, let's move on to the
It was shit.
27.
Real feelings from past dealings when people counted me out till I grew up to count millions. Like I guess it's good to be different, huh? I'm a star, so the sky isn't the limit.
I really, really, really enjoyed the electric guitar. It made me fun.
I thought
It's just
it,
Carlos Santana me for a moment.
which makes sense. He's talking about the 27 Club, which is Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, a few other ones that died at the age of 27. So he's comparing himself to these people, and he has that classic rock feel and the guitars and shit going through it. And he just turned 27 like right before this album came out, and I thought it was pretty fucking solid of a song, but it was again on the bit of the weaker side, right? It wasn't like
Wait, he was actually trying to associate to himself to a club that dies at 27,
Well,
and hence like
he's
sort of
saying,
predicting that
like,
he
in-
might have died.
well, he's saying at least if I die now, I'll die a legend. That's kind of the crux of where he's going with it. He's trying to,
A
mean-
legend? A legend in what?
because that's what happens. All these people died at 27s and ended up becoming legends. It's like Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin. Who else is in it?
You don't want to do that right now, dude. Not
Well, he
after
doesn't want to
this.
die, but his life is so chaotic and so lost that he feels like these people that,
chooses to do this shit.
you know, it's more complicated than choosing. I think he's a fucking drug addict that doesn't know how else to live, and he feels very lost, as he's expressed a lot on this album in different ways.
Oh.
And his fear is really just that he might die at 27, but at least if he dies now, he'll die at this age and get legendary status. And I'll be honest, this is about the only song on the album I think makes sense for the album, really, directly. It
I
closes
enjoyed
it
the
really
song.
well.
Yeah, I
give
love
it
the.
a 4.
Yeah, I give it a 4 too. I enjoyed the outro feeling to it. You didn't have to really listen to the lyrics to enjoy it. You'd have the nice flowy in the back. I enjoyed it. I was lost in it. It was just like, ooh.
It's pretty different from a lot of the album. It's
I
kind
agree
of
with different. I agree with different. I didn't really get the whole 27 dying club. I got that he was just. I felt like he was like, at least if I die now, I'll die a legend. As like he's king shit that he made it this far. So I was like, okay, I guess I could see that. But I kind of just felt like, wait, you went a whole album being somewhat depressed and lost and
But it's,
confused, and then. Well, no, it's because it's the interpretation I got from
No,
the,
but that's
from the song.
actually what the 27 Club is based off of. Like Amy Winehouse was another
Right,
member.
no, knowing that that's the point of the song, that makes sense. But for me, when I first heard it and I listened to it, I was kind of just like, so you make an entire song about being depressed, and then you go and accept the fact that if you die at 27, you're a legend. I don't know. I felt I was like, this is contradictory in a way to me, but
But based on what it's that one fact, it kind of makes it more in line. It's still sad, right? I feel sad for MGK at this point. I feel like somebody needs to get this dude into therapy
Give
or
him
rehab.
a hug.
or give him love, because this
Yeah.
album is really bleak. I feel so hopeless after hearing it all. Like, it really doesn't inspire me much. It makes me want to, it's just therapy almost. I don't know.
But it is a little bit depressive. Like, I have to agree to that. However, it's good. It's good for those moments, I believe, for like really just for me thinking I would listen to this while I'm trying to fucking write a book or like fucking draw something or
I would,
you
like,
know.
if I was riding a bike, I could see this coming on and enjoying the pleasant sun rays. But still, it's bleak. But I don't know. I give it a 4. It's a good way to close this album.
I gave it a 3.
Yeah, you give it a 3.
It's not a bad track. I was just very neutral at that point. I was just like, okay.
I don't know. This album, if you want to close it off, this album was not great. I gave it a 3.3. I thought it was very lukewarm. I know the capable and caliber of this artist, and let's just be objective, man. Some of the stuff we reviewed this year has been crazy good. Like, compare this to Lupe. Compare this to even Big Sean and stuff, and those guys were just way better at what they did. And maybe he did need more features. Maybe he did need more rock or something, but this album just felt like he threw a bunch of pieces together.
It needed more of an identity. It didn't really have some sort of like cry out message. I feel it's very mix and match. But it's good. Like, I gave it a 3.8. Like, with everything, it still got up there. But a few songs I would save and listen again. I actually plussed the whole thing. I'm gonna unplus a few ones, but
Fair enough.
I would say if you have expectations while going into this album, don't.
Yeah, don't.
I didn't have any.
Like, don't, because it's really going to change their perspective on what happens. Throughout the album and with the discussion, I guess I somewhat feel bad for what he's going through. I understand it, and it's not easy to deal with. But other than that, the album is a little lukewarm. It's
It's a little Luke.
Lukewarm.
it's not.
Look, it's just, if you go listen to Black Flag or General Admission or any of his previous works, it's high passion.
You know what it is? It's the anger. I think he's done the anger phase.
I think he's broken.
Right.
I think he tried so hard and it's just not working right, and Puff Daddy's involved, so here we are. Anyway, I don't know. It's just
3.4, by the way.
It's just weak.
Well, all right. So it gave me a pretty good experience.
No, you have to listen to his old stuff.
Okay, I will go check it out nonetheless. But that pretty much wraps up. Sorry.
Headspaces are getting full and stuff.
Yeah, this episode of our 27th Headspace.
It's the 27th
Nice.
Headspace in 27 weeks.
Guys, we all have our separate channels. Go check out HSR at
HSR 514 on most things. It's on down below.
awesome.
I have a bunch of different stuff running right now. Chris is down there too. You can tweet us and holler at us and let us know what you feel. Anyway.
Definitely, guys. Enjoy your evening. Till
Have a
next
great
week.
night, everyone.